To deploy Uniswap Analytics contract, start by setting up a development environment with Node.js and a code editor. Install the necessary dependencies including Web3.js and Ethers.js libraries. Create a new JavaScript file and import the required dependencies. Next, connect to the Ethereum network using a provider like Alchemy or Infura. Replace the provider URL with your own API key. Then define the Uniswap Analytics contract ABI and address. The ABI is a JSON file that describes the contract interface, and the address is the location of the contract on the Ethereum blockchain. Now deploy the Uniswap Analytics contract using the Ethers.js library. Create a new instance of the contract and call the deploy function. This will deploy the contract to the Ethereum network. Once the contract is deployed, verify it on Etherscan to ensure it is working correctly. In the verification process, provide the contract ABI and address to Etherscan. This will allow Etherscan to read the contract data and display it on its website. After verification, use the Uniswap Analytics contract to fetch data about the Uniswap protocol. Call the functions defined in the contract ABI to retrieve data such as liquidity provider fees and trading volumes. Best practices for deploying Uniswap Analytics contract include testing the contract thoroughly before deployment and monitoring the contract after deployment. Use a testnet to test the contract and fix any bugs before deploying it to the mainnet. Also monitor the contract for any issues and update it as necessary to ensure it continues to work correctly. By following these steps, you can successfully deploy Uniswap Analytics contract and start retrieving valuable data about the Uniswap protocol. Remember to always follow best practices and test your contract thoroughly to ensure it works correctly and provides accurate data.